Guys, welcome to another YouTube video here on the channel. My name's Emily Jane, also known as the Northern Princess. Today we're driving from Aachen to Koln, or Cologne depending on how you want to say it, on the ICE3M service to Frankfurt. We're going to hop in the cab, prepare, reverse goes forward. That's all we really need to do. I will put a little bit of extra lighting on. And we're going to wait for the direction to close the doors. I'm going to put the HUD up for this part. You can see it's just a fast run to Koln where we're due in 33 minutes. Well, a little bit less than that now, 32 minutes. So it's a nice fast run down the new Koln-Aachen route. We'll lock the doors, hide the HUD. Very aggressive sounds on this train. We can actually enable the AFB whilst we're here. 40. That's all we need. So we've got the interlock, the light of door release is out. So I'm going to take a little bit of power and we're going to move away. And our next stop is Cologne Station. Got a nice little 442 coming in the way there. Now in 4-car format. Which I like, I do. I'm just going to put a nice amount of power on just so we accelerate nice and quick. So 40 is our start speed limit. I can actually clear the PZB. So we're now no longer restricted monitoring. And I say our next stop is Cologne in around 69.8 kilometers because Cologne's at about 0. So on this train we do have the power to make the screen behind us go frosty. So you can see that the first class passengers can see in front of us. We don't really care about that, so we'll let them see. Now we are driving an 8-car set today, which is around 200 meters long. So that's a 100 limit there, but we need to wait till we're 200 meters past it. Which is about this signal. When you get out of the 16-car sets, they are long. I was hoping to cover this as a really long journey across Germany from here at Aachen right the way through to Mannheim, quite literally the other side of the country, but I decided that I really just don't have the energy to create a single series that long, so it's probably just going to be a more broken up series, but nevertheless it should be an enjoyable one. Okay, we can go up to 100 now. There we go, there's 100. After the 100 limit, it's a 130 at the 68 kilometer marker. Which will probably, we can't accelerate just yet. Zifa. There we go. Just going to give a quick blast on the horn as we pass through a station. Yeah, no chance of me reading that. I hate it when passengers do that in this game. There's the 130. We're going to give it another probably 2 more seconds. There we go. And 110. 130. And I'm going to put the train at full power so the AFB can use as much power as it likes. So AFB, is a bit like a speed limiter, so the train won't go over that speed. So if I only gave it a minute amount of power, it would probably take ages to get up there. But you can see now as we get closer, it's automatically reducing the power to make sure it doesn't over-exceed the 130. It's not like cruise control. And there's 140, so give that another 200 meters. So this stanchion here, and stand by, 140. So quick tour of the cab of the ICE3. The PZB controls, PZB override, PZB free, PZB acknowledge, pantograph up down, main circuit breaker open close, AFB controls, throttle, reversing controls. That's the cab light. Headlights, sanding, horn, brake. We don't actually, I've barely used the brake when I've been driving this actually. Pretty impressive in that regard. I am doing this in autumn as well, just because I just feel like Train Sim World does look much nicer in autumn. Fun fact of the day, this is my third attempt at recording this video. Because every time so far, I've either not recorded my audio, or crashed, or done something stupid. So, there we go. So our next marker is a 120 at the 61 kilometre marker, so we've still got 2k to go. So in about a kilometre and a bit, we're going to start seeing, or we're going to get the alert for the 120. Which you have to acknowledge on the PZB. Also, yes, so controls wise, yeah, we should get, actually, you can see the triangle there that we need to acknowledge by. So that's a kilometre to decelerate that speed, so we've got plenty of space. There we go, there's 120, let the train slow down, with plenty of space. After that, at the 60.2, we have a 110 limit to be aware of. So I'll just put 110 in the box now. And then we're at 110. We're going to be at 110 for a little distance. So otherwise, controls on the cab, these are the two MFD screens. That one shows power and braking. Sorry, no, that one shows volts that we're getting. That one is a CIFA repeater. So now it's a B repeater. That is our brake power percentage indicator. That is our speedometer. Not sure what these are, if I'm perfectly honest. That there shows the mode of LZB, so PZB that we're in. That's to do with Swiss signalling. That's CIFA, which I reset every couple of seconds just out of force of habit now. I do find the CIFA indicator CIFA light quite difficult to see, so I do tend to just acknowledge it when the lady shouts at me, basically. So about 55.8 we go up to a 160, and yeah, so at 55.8 we go into 160, and at 42 we go into LZB monitoring. So we've got about 3 kilometres left at present. That is the nose coupler controls, door controls, windscreen wiper controls over there, and then in that cabinet down there is the PZB and the LZB controls. As you can see, max speed for us 330 kph. We'll only go as far as 250 today. Yeah, apart from that, that's the cab. Nice little horn there. It's a two-tone horn. Now that is a bug. You can't... It just doesn't work. Which I'd be surprised if the real thing is like that, but stranger things have happened. So you've got 600 meters until the with the 160. There it is, 160. So let's advance the throttles now. Straight up to 160. It's a gorgeous autumnal morning. I do think the environment art team's done a great job with the seasons. Looks a bit spring and winter do look a bit underwhelming, but autumn and summer are really nice. Now we enter, we enter PZB in a couple of kilometres still. Yeah, about 12. We can see if we look at the timetable. Yeah, we're in 160 now. Koln is next. So this is actually a cool part of Train Sim World 2, as it shows the speeds that we followed. So we sped a little bit there, interesting. But then we've been pretty spot on the money for the rest of the journey. And then that just gives us the instructions we've got. So yeah, I do quite like having that repeated in the menu there. I do like that a lot. I do prefer the trains of the digital screen where the CIFA enunciation just pops up in front of you. Yeah, I find that CIFA really difficult to spot when I'm driving along. So I'm usually looking out the window, but luckily obviously it shouts at me, so I can just reset the shouting. And apologies to who that triggers. $7K until we enter the RZB monitoring. Not sure where that line comes from behind, it's just probably due in here. Is it? Let's see. No longer where. There's a missing poster. I have been trying to get those placed within the world. So notice when the LZB comes in, because you'll see on the screen ahead of us, sorry, the screen between the screen there, that's the LZB indicator, and I'll talk you through what that means when it comes in. There'll also be a cable in the line in front of us. I'm going to stay up late tonight until, yeah, another hour and 53 minutes for an interview, and it's just, oh. I may get in the queue and just be like, hey, do you guys mind if I go first because of bedtime? One of the reasons I decided to record this, I'll probably record another route learner today, as well as this. Either that or like do some makeup practice or something. Something to keep me busy. I'm also going to take this headset back tomorrow. Because it's, yeah, it basically doesn't work, and unless I plug it in with USB. I don't have enough USB ports for that, which is sort of problems. Also, my GPU is running fast. Put my hand against my case and it's hot to the touch. Yeah, I definitely can't run that overnight. 24, 2K, none of that. Yeah, how it's that one? Thing is the windscreen. I also really like this. And the sound it makes. Seems very space age. Wait, does it? Okay, entering RZB. Yep, there it is. There's the cable. There's the annunciation. So, what this is telling us now is that more than 9,900 meters away, there is a 160 speed restriction, which is fair enough. We know about that. Now, what we can do now that we're under PZV monitoring is open this to our maximum permitted speed. So you can see the AFB is now preset for 330 km/h, but the train's controlling it and keeping us at 160 for the moment. You can see the restriction, it brings us down to 160. That restriction will go away, I believe, when we enter the higher speed running. I believe this will be during here. You've got 2 ICE trains there in the depot, or in the CS. Not sure what that is about. Yeah, this is Duran. It's just where the speed goes in. There you go, going up to 200 now. Hello ICE, goodbye ICE. Feels like we're about to take off. Interesting glitch going on there. That's the reflection. Very strange. So we're held at 200 now, and we'll go up to 250 eventually. And the next couple of kilometres are just going to fly past. So these units are rated for exceptionally high speed running. I say 330 is the maximum, but we only get up to 220 today. Here comes an ICE going the other way. Fun fact, that one left Koln 3 minutes after we left Aachen. We're 35 kilometres to go. And we're over halfway there. Go straight up to 250. So we're now accelerating in full power. Got a little bit of a rock going on, but that's about it. Really, you know, obviously this is designed to be safe. So we're supervising the train now, basically, and making sure that permanent weight conditions are good. You know, if there was people on the track or something, we'd probably slow down a bit. Or, well, we don't have the chance to slow down. But we're just supervising the train, making sure it isn't doing anything stupid. Thundering along now. I will do an S-Bahn run when the additional S-Bahn services are added. Apparently they used Rheinrail Osten for the AI, which is a shame, but it is what it is. Would have been nice to add some 425s under LZB running. Actually, I wondered, did the slow lines have LZB supervision on them? Doesn't look like they do. That's a shame. Yeah, 9,300 meters until the 160, so you're going to see it'll start controlling our speed and bring us down a bit. I believe we're actually following a slower service that's ahead of us. So you can see we're saying we're going a bit quick now, so it's within a within a little while it'll start pulling our speed off. Providing, there we go, brakes coming in now, as LZB speed pulls down the curve. So you'll see that jump up as the danger signal moves to the next sector. Once that train starts moving. And I'm doing about 200 or 225 miles an hour. 23.8 kilometers to go. We leave LZB monitoring at yeah, at about 2.4, I believe. But we'll get the end start flashing at us when we leave the supervision. One thing I do feel with this route is it does feel quite sparsely populated. Like, sorry, the route art's fine, but it's the actual service itself. It just, we've seen one train go the other way, two trains on the CS, and one train entering Aachen when we were coming the other way, which is a bit of a shame. Definitely could have done a lot better. Yeah, we are definitely... There we go, and the range has increased again, so it'll accelerate us back up towards 200. And the speed's going to come back off again. Oh, there's a 442 going the other way. I've not actually driven the 442 in Train Sim World 2 yet. There we go, so it's at 5.4k, we'll drop back down at the 100 limit. So in 2 kilometers. Disregard 10 kilometers. You girl can't English. Oh, PZB's a foot pedal on this thing. Some trains you press the actual throttle down to acknowledge PZB. Just an idea I had. Yeah, very strange. So we went up to 250, but it's, you can see we went up to 250 and we've not really been up that high since. Now I was just wondering whether, because I've not had a gold from a service on this route yet, and I just wanted to know if it was setting the speed at 160, therefore, you know, we were failing miserably on the points front. Because if the max speed was 160 and we were doing 250 because of the supervision of this, then yeah. Now, potentially, we'll get signal checked at one point, and you'll see how impressively this controls our braking. Yeah, so it's around 3 kilometers to the 160 now. So this route is very easy to drive when you're under LZB supervision. What I'll do is I'll just set that up a limit to 160. I mistimed my acknowledge there. .8, so yeah, we're about 400 meters from the reduced speed limit. You can see where we're at a kilometer from a red in this, the train's opinion. And you see the train will bring us to a stand quite happily. Got a warning for 140. So around 250 meters from the signal. You can hear the air brakes kicking in there. And a bit of brake squeal as we slow down. You can see we've got a red aspect on the signal, so it's going to definitely bring us to a stand. That's pretty cool. Now, departing from here, it's 3.7k. Yeah, there we go. So we've got the road. So I'm going to close the speedometer, then reopen it. Yeah, 3.7k, we've got a 70 limit, so close the speedometer fully. And then give it power again. And I've got a amber with the over departing against. So it's going to control our speed manually at that point. We're 1.6k, about a mile from the 70 kilometer per hour limit. But we'll just let the PZB control us on the way in. So the LZB. 120 warning. As I say, I'm not too bothered about that one. Because the speed drops down because we arc off to the right into Koln station. As you can see, if you look at the map, this area gets quite complicated. We take that route in. I suppose the S-Bahn will go the outside way. 70 warning, which we can acknowledge. Double tap the acknowledge. There we go, we've got the end warning. So I'm going to pull the 70 off. There's our 70 speed warning. Unless I completely cock this up, I may have made this now. And the 40 limit comes into effect at 0.8. So we'll probably just pull the speed off momentarily. So yeah, we're still under PZV supervision, as you can see. There's a 60 warning. And what I'll do is just... So you can see what happened there. The Zephyr kicked straight in. We got emergency braked, but as soon as I acknowledged it, released the brakes off. So it's pretty good in that aspect. That is... that is the end of LZB. So we're now just going to come in under our own guidance. We can see we've got a green aspect ahead. So green over yellow. There's a 60 warning. We're down at 40, or coming down to 40. With a bit of brake application, question mark? Or we do not feel like brake applications today. Cool, have it your way, game. So you know, as with automation, whenever it becomes unreliable, you take back control yourself. So I've just released the throttle, and I'm just applying braking with my brake controller. Now that is Hansen Ring Station, Koln Hansen Ring. 1 kilometre to go. I'm just going to put about half power in. And that'll just be enough. That'll means the train can come and get power when it wants it, basically. And there's our stop marker. And there's Koln Cathedral. And as we arrive, you'll see the rather phenomenal bridge over on the left there. Give a wave for the signaller. And here we come into Cologne. I'm just going to pull power now and just coast in. Now you have it, folks. So thank you all so much for watching my video today. Went very northern there. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to see more from me on a semi-regular basis. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, folks, it's bye for now. Okay, we'll unlock the doors. Reverse neutral. And that is the train secure. Oakley dokley. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.